Hey, y'all. It's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Come on in. Just gonna bring you up. Oh my gosh, I hit 33,000 followers, y'all. My goal is 40 by the end of the year. Do y'all think I can make it? What do you think? All right, I got you pulled up. Woohoo! So, I know a lot of y'all have been trying to figure out how to do a petal that we've been seeing going around. It is essentially the Star Trek petal turned upside down. So I'm going to show you an easy way to make it. We are going to use the small Unique in the Creek flower board. Pay no attention to the lines. I was trying to work out something else as well. You will need 32 petals for this wreath. I am using a huge 11-inch senna. Look, it covers my head. 11-inch senna. I believe you can get these from Craft Outlet. I am using the yellow poly burlap. I do have most of the petals done, but I left 4 for you because this is a new one for a lot of you. I think that's it. That's it. I will say this real quick. Patriotic sennas are back in stock. The new back the blue with the black rope and the white stars. The solid brown is back in stock, and the brown with the sunflowers is in stock. So those are all on my website, monkeyscreations.com. I know, it's the biggest one I've ever seen too. You got your internet fixed. Yay! So I have never used one this big, but it was, I think I got it in a D-stash last year, just because I wanted to try it and see. And look, if it saves me making 100 Star Trek petals, I'm all for it, right? And then I have this cute little blue butterfly. I thought we might add to the senna once we get there. You made it. If y'all float my boat, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to get this out of our way because it's huge. And let me bring you down so that I can show you an easy way to make this petal. Y'all ready? Are you ready to be blown away? So easy. So 10 by 10. Now this is poly burlap, so I did wood burn it. Curl side up. Diamond shape. We're going to bring top to the bottom, or you can bring bottom to the top, however you want to do it. Join those two ends, so we have a triangle. Going to line these up as best we can. Does not need to be perfect, okay? So we have a huge triangle. Thanks for floating my boat. Flower senna on steroids, right? It's a Texas size senna. We're going to bring this tip to this tip. Okay, so just folding it. Just like that. So we have a smaller triangle. Okay, I'm going to flip it. Right here's our middle. We're going to scrunch that middle. Hey. We're going to just fold it right up. Fold it right up. Just like that. So there is your Star Trek petal, right? we're just going to flip it upside down and use it this way. First, I need to find, oh, I can't believe I'm grabbing for those scissors. Where's my junky scissors? There they are. Don't use your ribbon scissors if you can help it. So we're going to clip this off just a little bit. Turn it upside down. Now you're going to need 16 and 16. Let me backtrack, because this is the small flower board. I should have brought another board in to show you. So these two are the regular holes. So, and these two. So you see there's a big gap right there. So what I did was I wood burned 2 more holes in between to make it a little bit easier. Okay. So that is how I modified my board. So we're only using row 1 and row 2 regular sets on the outside, and then the inside, this is how I set it up, if you can see that. Okay, so I did wood burn 2 holes in between the gaps with my wood burner. Very easy to do. Okay, all right, so then all we have to do, and leave your zip ties open, it will make this part easier. Okay, and then we're just going to zip it up. And you can open it up just a little bit, just like that. Okay, I'm going to show it one more time for this row, and then I'll do it 2 more times on the next one. Okay, 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape, bring the top to the bottom, trying to line up our petals. This is your favorite petal? It's not mine. But I know a lot of y'all wanted to see it, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. We're going to bring this tip to this tip. So we're just making a smaller triangle. I use a paint scraper, a heavy-duty paint scraper, to scrape off the plastic. Okay, middle pinch. Bring that up, just like that. Bring this side up, just like that. And then just clip off your ends. Okay, and then we're going to put it upside down. Now that's the regular Star Trek. We're just turning it upside down, y'all. And then I'm going to go in and just open that up just a little bit. Just like that. Okay, let's get the rest of this one going. Definitely leave your zip ties open, y'all. Now I'll go back and I will fix all of those. When I get this row done. That way we don't have to just keep stopping to do it. Hello, hello. Looks like bunny ears. It could be for sure. For sure. I started using the elastics, but they kept popping on me, y'all, and I was getting mad. I'm going to cut that off. Because if I'm not able to put the zip tie on those elastic bands, I don't use them, because they will, in the heat, they will break. Yay, you caught me live. So I'm just going to cut those off. If I start to put these the wrong side up, y'all have to tell me. Took 104 petals. Yep, those are one and done. But this one, with that bigger center and the small board, yeah, we only need 32. And I'm good with that. I'm cutting the bands off because they were too high. You like this petal? It'll look really good once I get those spread out. You'll notice it'll be a little bit of a bigger petal. Get out of there. Get out of there. But these petals are a lot smaller. So if you're doing it on a large board or you're not using as big of a center, you will need a lot more of these petals, I assure you. All right, so let's clip them off. Do you have the clips you're using on the web? No, ma'am, I do not. They're from Amazon. If you just look up metal clips, you will see them. And I think actually Unique in the Creek has them on their website, actually. I may be wrong. They do? Okay, so unique in the creek. Better late than never. Absolutely. All right, so let's go, and I'm just going to open. See how I'm just going underneath and opening that up a little bit? That doesn't change the petal too much, but it does make it just a little bit wider. And listen, we all know I'm a little OCD. It'd be okay. But that's the good thing about poly burlap. One of the good things is that it is moldable usually, depending on, see how I'm just fixing that crease? So these kinds of things, you can making that crease a little bit deeper. Putting that one more in the middle. All right, so row 1. She said they're clips that you use. Okay. Do you try to flatten out the nub or just leave it the same height? Yeah, I'm not flattening it out. All right, I'm going to show you the petal. So 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape, bring top to the bottom. Lining up our edges. Okay, we're going to bring left to the right or tip to tip. Doesn't matter which way you go, tip to tip. Okay, so that's what we have. And then we're going to scrunch our middle. Bring this to the middle. Bring this edge to the middle. Cut off our excess. Flip it over, and there's our petal. Okay, now you can see how I lined up these zip ties. See why I put the extra ones? So I want the next row, I want the petal to fit right in between those gaps. See where I'm going? Does it all make sense now? So we will go back and fix those at the end. I'm going to cut that big one off. Look, I'm tempted to cut these out and just add them back in open. Y'all, I'm not going to do it. I can't. I'm gonna slip and cuss in a minute. But look. You know, if it makes it easier and keeps me from cussing, I'm going to do it. And then you'll see how much quicker this will come together. Yeah, I know I'm wasting a penny a zip tie. It'd be okay. My sanity is okay with it. Exactly. That's why I cut them. No cussing. It just be in my head. Where's the hole? Oh, Lord, have mercy. There we go. All right, y'all. I usually don't have this much trouble, but it knows I'm in a hurry now. Oh, hold on, I'm getting off track. Wrong one. Middle, remember it's going to fit in between. So watch your placement of the zip ties. Alright, I got off somewhere. So I'm just going to pay attention. Now watch how much easier this is. It's all right. Stop. All right, you two, behave. So, Pam, don't ask. I tried to say, now I got to think about it. I tried to say elf sitter, but it came out, you can imagine. And of course I was live. Yeah. And my girls will not let me forget it. Or y'all forget it, for that matter. Let me take this one off. Still trying to keep them lined up as much as possible. Oh, it was a snowman. It was a snowman, you're right. Oh my God, I have to say that. Dana is right. That was so hard to say. Yes, thank you, Lynn. And he stopped. Oh, funny. You too. Lynn, stop. Just stop. Okay, here's where I got off. I knew I got off somewhere, but I would find it. So we're going to go here. Oh, Lord, now Regina's going to get on it. Right, switch this one. There. All right, y'all, I still got off somewhere. Where did I go? Oh. This one should be here. Oh, I see what I did. Hold on. Oh, yeah. See, y'all get me distracted. And I can't find my clippers. I'm just going to make sure I'm doing it right. So that one goes there before I clip anything. Thank you, Nadine. You're my new favorite. This one's going to go here. Okay, oh yeah, right there is where I got off. So let me see. Of course, I don't have my clippers here. Let's see if the scissors will work. There we go. Last one, and I had an extra petal, I guess, so I will still make it one more time to show y'all. There we go. But see how that poly burlap still frays at the end? Drives me nuts, but there's nothing you can do about it. And I did wood burn it, so there you go. Actually, I do know what happened. One of the petals was wonky, and I wasn't going to use it, and I will see it here in a minute. All right, let's go back and open these up. Oh, my husband must have left his cell phone because I hear it going off. I do not spray my wreaths, no ma'am. Good morning. Three and a half business owner. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to make sure they're just kind of touching each of the, because sharing is caring. A little touchy. Alright, there we go. Now to add the ginormous senna. Now the small boards don't have the 2 holes in the middle, so I'm just going to go right across from each of them. Now you can find these smaller. So if you find a smaller one, which I actually would prefer a smaller one, I just happen to have this one. If you find a smaller one, what you could do is start on the second row. So you do the second row and the third row, leave this row off, and use your smaller senna. Okay? And you could always add more petals if you wanted. And then we can add. You kind of like it that big. I'm not a fan of it, but it works. I need something. I need my awl is what I need. But I do not have it, so I'm trying to find something that I can use to poke a hole with. There you go. You love it this size? Oh, I guess it should be like that. Or you can always move the butterfly in a little more, which is probably what I should have done. But, so there is the upside down Star Trek petal. So let me show it to you one more time. So, oh, now that stuff's everywhere. And this one is available on my website. If you want it, monkeyscreations.com. You can go grab it there. So 10 by 10, curl side up. It's definitely different, huh? Bring the top tip to the bottom. Okay, we're kind of lining these edges up, but it does not need to be perfect. Okay, and then we're going to bring this tip to this tip. Now, if you're doing a traditional Star Trek petal, all you would need to do is, at this point, take these two corners, bring them down, and you could do that, or you could actually take this, poke it down, and you have the same petal that we just did. But for me, it's easier and more consistent to do the middle and pinch, and then bring it up and like that. So there's one side of the petal, and there's the other. I believe you can get that large senna from Craft Outlet. I wouldn't swear to it. I got it in a D stash. Okay. So that's it. Or just bring them together like that. Fold it on its side. And you could do it like that. And then you just kind of bring it down like that and put it on your board. All right. It's an 11-inch senna. It's huge. Huge. All right. That's all I got for y'all. So there you go. I really want to bring this. I wonder if I can take it out without you noticing. Nope, you can't even tell. But I think I want to bring it in the center more. Yes. There you go. So like I said, if you want to use the smaller ones, you don't need to start on row 1. You can start on row 2 and do row 3, and you'd get the same look just with a smaller senna. All right, y'all? All right, so this one is available on my website. The Patriotic sennas are back in stock. The new Back the Blue with the black rope and the white stars is in stock. The plain brown is back in stock, and the brown with the sunflowers is available. All right, that's it. Y'all have an awesome day. And that's all I got for y'all today. Bye, y'all.